You know, I bet I could probably fly. Be right back. One horrible mistake later. Oh god, it hurts so much. Oh, I cannot fly, and I'm suing Pan for the medical expenses. Oh. So I saw Pan yesterday, the prequel movie to the original Peter Pan that we all know and love, and besides the fact that he's a dirty liar, I did not like it very much. And here's why. The acting was just atrocious. In the trailer, the way Hook talks like this, it's charming in the trailer. It's charming in small amounts, but every single word he says is exactly said like this, and he always has his hand on his hip like this. For some reason, I have no. He just always does. And Peter, the kid who played Peter, he was a newbie. I understand, and not to mention he's a child actor. I didn't expect him to be amazing, but no one really did impress him in this movie. There was no actor that I could cling to and be like, this guy, he saved the movie. Hugh Jackman did okay. I liked his character to some extent as Blackbeard, the bad guy, and he just didn't make any sense though. He just didn't. His motivations. Okay, I get he wanted to live forever. I get it, but he seemed affectionate toward Peter at first, and they kind of imply why, and okay, I accepted that. But then immediately later, he's trying literally to get this kid killed at every turn and traumatize him. And why is it such a jump? There shouldn't be a jump like this. There should be some sort of segue between slight affection and I will literally murder you. It just seemed out of nowhere, and it was unnecessary. I'm actually disappointed. I really am. I had high hopes for this movie. I thought the idea was really cool. I saw the trailer. I'm like, this could be something. This could really be something. It looks cool. It looks interesting. It looks fun. And I love movies like that. But honestly, the best part of this movie was probably some of the CGI, some of it. And I mean some, because there is some CGI that is just so god awful, atrociously bad. It made me want to leave the theater. Right? They have these things called Neverbirds in it, and it's like a skeleton of a bird with some feathers on the back, and they're really big, and they literally have googly eyes. And obviously that's intentional. It's disgusting though. It's atrocious. I've never hated CGI that much. Birdemic did it better. And the comedy was just not good. There were a couple jokes where I was like, that's not terrible. But when I say a couple, I mean I could literally count them on my fingers, and I got this. There was literally 2 jokes I laughed at. I counted them. There was 2. Everything else that tried to be funny just wasn't. The writing was okay, but it's a kids movie. I didn't expect amazing writing. It's not going to make sense. It's a kids movie. That's fine. But even though I say it was okay, some of it was just like, what are you even doing here? When they first got to where Blackbeard was, they were singing a pop song from like 10 years ago. I'm like, okay, that's an old song, but I don't think that's World War II old. Calm the hell down. I just looked it up, and the song was released in 1991. Again, that's pretty long ago, but not World War II, and it's also not a pop song. I did not know that. Why are they singing in Neverland regardless? It doesn't make any sense at all. Even the kids should be like, wait, why? And then they literally did it again 10 minutes later, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I put my head down like, what is happening to my life for me to be in this situation right now? I heard somewhere that people are upset because they didn't use actual Native Americans in this movie, and that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Okay, look at me. I want you to pay attention for 1 second. These are not Native Americans. They are natives of Neverland. They don't need to be white. They don't need to be Native American. They actually did a really good job with it. I really liked what they did with the natives. They weren't just white, even though the trailer kind of made it seem like that way. There was white, there was Chinese, there was all types of Asian. There was an Indian person, which technically is also Asian. I don't know why I counted it again. I think there were even a couple Native Americans. They had every race, because this isn't just America or Asia or anything. It's Neverland. It's a magical place where everyone lives forever. There aren't Native Americans. They are not Native Americans. They're just not. So why do they need Native Americans? I get that the original Disney movie did that, but this isn't the Disney movie. It's not. And it actually did it better than the Disney movie, and if you ask me, the Disney movie was pretty racist. I hate to say it, but it was pretty racist. Even though I show a lot of dislike for this movie, I will say one thing. As the movie was ending, I was thinking I'm pretty disappointed. I had high hopes for this movie. I really wanted it to be good. And then the girl sitting behind me, she's 8, 10 years old maybe, she said, "That was really good." And I was like, this is exactly what I always say. This is a kid's movie. It is intended for children to enjoy. Just like how a child probably wouldn't like a movie like Birdman, which is like 99% on Rotten Tomatoes and won like 60 Oscars last year, an adult might not like this movie made for children. And that's just how it is. It's a movie intended for children. It should not be held to the same standards that an adult's movie would be. And I think that's what a lot of the critics are doing. I really do. Because if the 8-year-old girl sitting behind me says, "I really like this movie," and it was intended for her, then I can only assume it is at least a decent kids movie. I won't say it's the best ever. I won't even say it's one of the better ones ever. It was at least okay for kids. Meaning, if you do take your kids to the theater to watch this movie, you may not like it, but your kids have an okay chance of liking it. And that's exactly what they wanted to happen. So I can't really complain all that much. I really can't. In conclusion, Pan, not the best movie. Not even, it was barely okay, frankly. But if you're a kid, you might actually like this movie. So parents, is the ticket worth it for you to buy? I don't know about that. Maybe buy the ticket for your kid, leave in the theater, go outside, and then wonder whether or not you should pick them up afterwards. Do it. Pick them up. That was a joke. Come on. I saw you. I saw you think about it. Remember, guys, if you disagreed with anything I said in this video, feel free to comment below, and maybe we could talk about it a bit more. I love talking about things with you guys. And if you agreed, also comment below and say it. I want to talk to you guys. You guys never talk to me anymore. Why do you never write? You never call. It makes me sad. And if you enjoyed the video, press that like button. Hopefully I'll see you all again in the next video. Peace out.